UFC 145. John Jones versus Rashad Evans. The fight happened, and you know who won? John Jones. Just like I said it, I knew John Jones was going to win. The only thing I was wrong on is how John Jones was going to win. I thought that John Jones would try to finish Rashad Evans in the third or fourth round. Like I already knew, John Jones' reach is just too much for Rashad Evans. In fact, John Jones' reach is too much for anyone at 205. There's no one at 205 right now or in the future that's going to beat this kid, period. His reach is too long. His kicks are too long. He's too athletic. I believe he can out wrestle anyone. There's no one can beat this guy right now. And I even know, and I'm a big Anderson Silva fan, and I know people saying that it should be a John Jones Anderson Silva. Look, check this out. Now, if Chael Sonnen can keep Anderson Silva on the ground for 5 rounds and basically pound on him, and beat him to the ground, what do you think John Jones is going to do? John Jones is not going to stand with Anderson Silva. That's crazy. He might try to stand maybe the first or second round to try to prove to himself that he can stand with Anderson Silva. But after he get hurt with a right by Anderson Silva or by a kick, he's going to say, to hell with this. He want to keep that belt. He want to keep that 205 belt. So he's going to take Anderson Silva down and pound him into the ground, just like Chael Sonnen did. The guy is used to be a wrestler too. Okay, there's no one at 205 that can beat John Jones right now. I don't know what's next for this guy. I know people think that John Jones need to go up or whatever. I said maybe in a couple of years, maybe if he put on some more weight or whatever, then maybe he'd have a little bit more competitive fights, since he'd be facing guys that's kind of big like him. As for Rashad Evans, I have no idea what's going to be next for him. Maybe have Dan Henderson versus Rashad Evans, I guess, but that don't make any sense because Rashad just lost to John Jones, and Henderson is probably going to fight for the title. So I guess it's going to be Henderson is going to be the next guy that's going to fight John Jones and going to lose to John Jones, because Dan Henderson is a great fighter, a great legend, but he just ain't got it for John Jones. But what I said was also true about 205, that the UFC hyped this fight up and it was boring, just like I said it was going to be. A lot of people out there is suckers. They keep buying into the big names, the big stars at the 205, the big marquee names at 205, and in reality, if they will pay attention to the lower divisions, that's where all the action is at. All the action is in the lower divisions. 170 and down, that's where all the great stuff is at, and even the middleweight division put on great fight time to time. I can't really think of a great fight at 205 that could really stand out besides, in the last few years, besides what Shogun and Henderson, they hyped up the Rampage Jackson and Rashad Evans fight. Nothing happened, and I knew nothing was going to happen, because their style, both of their styles, once they get in the ring or whatever, both of those styles is not very flashy. Once those two fight each other, so their styles kind of cancel out each other. I knew nothing was going to happen when they pumped up the Rashad Evans. Excuse me, not Rashad Evans. John Jones versus Rampage fight. They pumped that up, and what happened? Nothing. Nothing spectacular or nothing. They pumped up this fight. People bought into it. People were suckers, and people thought this was going to be a great fight. People was already saying it was going to compete with Shogun and Henderson, and I thought those people that was saying that was crazy, and I was absolutely right. But hey, you people out there, keep believing, keep buying into the UFC hype that every 205 bout is going to be a great action-packed, epic type battle, because it's not. You need to start paying attention to the lower divisions or whatever. Because as of right now, there's a new king, there's a new pound for pound king in my book, and his name is John Jones. That's my video. If you like it, keep coming back. I will be making more. Thank you for listening, and peace.